Claude Monet was born on November 14, 1840, in Paris. He was the second son of Claude Monet and Louise Aubry, both of them second-generation Parisians. On May 20, 1841, he was baptized as Oscar Claude, but his parents called him simply Oscar. In 1841, his family moved to Normandy. His father wanted him to go into the family grocery business, but Monet wanted to become an artist. In 1851, he entered Le Havre Secondary School of the Arts. Locals knew him well for his charcoal caricatures, which he would sell for 10 to 20 francs. Monet also undertook his first drawing lessons. In Normandy, around 1856, he met fellow artist Eugene Boudin, who became his mentor and taught him to use oil paints. He also taught Monet techniques for painting outdoors. In January of 1857, his mother died. At the age of 16, he left school and went to live with his aunt. When Monet traveled to Paris to visit the Louvre, he witnessed painters copying from the old masters. Monet, having brought his paints and other tools with him, would instead go and sit by a window and paint what he saw. Monet was in Paris for several years and met several painters who would become friends and fellow Impressionists. Monet's Camille, or the woman in the green dress, painted in 1866, brought him recognition and was one of the many works featuring his future wife, Camille. She was the model for On the Bank of the Seine as well. Shortly thereafter, she became pregnant and gave birth to their first child, Jean. In 1868, due to financial reasons, Monet attempted suicide by throwing himself into the Seine. Haystacks is a series of impressionistic paintings by Claude Monet. The primary subjects of all the paintings in the series are stacks of hay in the field after the harvest season. He began the paintings in the end of summer of 1890 and continued through the following spring. The subjects were painted in the fields near Monet's home in France. The stacks depicted are referred to as haystacks and grain stacks. The 15 to 20 foot stacks embolize the Normandy region of France by emphasizing the beauty and prosperity of the countryside. Monet noticed the subject on a casual walk. This series of 25 paintings is one of Monet's earliest that relied on the thematic repetition to illustrate nuances in perception across natural variation, such as times of day, seasons, and types of weather. Water Lilies is a series of approximately 250 oil paintings. The paintings depict Monet's flower garden and were the main focus of Monet's artistic production during the last 30 years of his life. Many of the works were painted while Monet was suffering from cataracts. Claude Monet died of lung cancer on December 5, 1926, at the age of 86.